So I'm here. Trump is not gonna bring back no damn segregation. People don't read. It said federal contractors can say they don't want a certain group of people in their business. Keyword contractors mean they have a contract in a certain business. They have a federal. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So let me explain something to you. I'm getting tired of hearing this because, like I say, it's not technically the white people that's racist that's actually wanting this. It's actually African American people who have plantation mentality, who don't believe in that their African bloodline is worth having freedom. They claim they love themselves. No, the fuck they don't. They want to be at the bottom of the totem pole on purpose, and they want everybody who has one drop of African blood in them to go along with this mess. Now, you know I don't identify with the one drop rule. The one drop rule says if you have any drop of black in you, you're black. But my ancestry is not 100% black. Yes, I look black in society to people, even though the true black people on the ship was 10 times darker, way darker than me. I'm caramel complex. I'm not dark chocolate and darker, almost black as tall. Okay, not to be colors, but it gets on my nerves when people tell me, like somebody, well, I ain't gonna mention somebody that I saw on their social media talking about me recently, but I'm like, if I know I'm not bright skin, light skin like what's the name, Mariah Drake, but I definitely ain't West Night color. So I'm a camel skin, lighter brown tone. I get darker sometimes in Houston, Texas, and Texas is knowing I don't like hyperpigmentation. I do wear sunscreen, but I'm not dark chocolate. I don't have experience like true dark skinned people have. Like I was a kid, I'm 45, born 79, 1979, and as a kid, I did get a lighter skin privilege, okay? Okay, back in the 80s and 90s, okay? And even to this day, of course, when us caramel brown tone are not looked as, that way anymore, but we're not treated like someone like Wesley Snipes. Like, y'all get on my nerve with that bullshit, okay? Like, y'all want everybody to have melanated skin, knowing there's different shades of melanin to all look alike. Like, y'all trying to do some blackface shit. But anyway, let's get to the subject. All right, most African Americans are mixed. We are mixed with Native and European bloodline. We're not 100% African. The one drop rule is the reason why many people say they is black because during slavery they wanted slaves. The slave masters who were white wanted slaves, but they were raping slaves on the plantation. So each baby that was mixed would be considered black, even though they didn't look alike. They can look like a white person too, so they can be part of the slave population. Then after slavery during Jim Crow, so we would not have freedom because you crossed the line past it as white. With black ancestry, you got lynched, killed. Actually, my fourth grandfather, one of my fourth grandparents, um, I cannot find his record. That's the one. Yeah, my third grandfather, like a white man on my mom's side, his dad married a white woman after slavery during Texas, here in Texas, 1870s, because Sam was born in 1876, right? Okay, my third grandpa, he died in 1954, 2 years before my mom was born, and uh, they don't talk about my great grandfather, who probably still alive, because I haven't talked about my mom's side of the family because we had toxic situation. And my mother said she was abusive. My dad, people raised me. But anyway, to go in detail, that's just my story. Is that they don't like to talk about, what I'm saying? But yeah, my grandmother on mom's side, she knew him, and like her sister would say, "Who's that white man coming?" And they said, "That's your great grandfather. How dare you say that right?" So my great grandfather sounded like a white man. He was, white passing mulatto, married a white woman. Um, his name was Jack Collins, and he married a white woman that was Edna Bug. Later on Collins, and then became Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons, when she married a white man, later on she divorced him. But I cannot find his death records. I'm serious. I cannot find my fourth grandfather, Jack Collins' death records. Okay, he did pass as white, had my third grandfather listed as white, but when my third grandfather got older, man, my third grandmother, black Spanish Creole grandmother, who was 13, he was 22 in 1898. Yes, he was 22 and she was 13 years old. in October of 1898. Okay, not going here. I'm just letting you know the history, right? So, point is, my point is the one drop rule. If you had any black in you, you consider black so you can be oppressed for having black heritage. And I don't go along with this rule. I do check black, white, native, and Hispanic because my background is African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, and Native American. I just recently found out that my dad's maternal grandmother had Cherokee roots. We always knew that her husband had Choctaw roots, who was dark chocolate with naturally straight hair. But they never talked about Big Mama's ancestry until I got evicted in 2023 by a corrupt judge. Um, if anyone know my story behind that, I'm not going to talk about that. But anyway, I was doing my ancestry, and then when I found out we had Scottish in us too. Right? I know my other fifth grandfather, who was white, was a slave master, was English and Scottish, and he was from New Jersey. So, but his daughter, who was biracial, who's mulatto, married my Cherokee fourth grandfather, and his daddy, my fifth grandfather, who's Cherokee, died of Trail Tears, and he was John Will Jackson in 1836. He was from the Cherokee village in Georgia. So, and yes, I am trying to. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now, but in the future, I will try to join because I have proof that I am part of the Cherokee ancestry. Join the tribe. Anyway, but this is like I say, I don't go by a stupid one drop rule, and I don't go by the black nationalist stuff that was paid by the Ku Klux Klan and back to Africa. I don't go. I'm with W.E. Du Bois. I'm not with Marcus Garvey. Okay, so this is why I'm upset about. I'm seeing on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, or on social media, you have many African people that actually want Trump to bring back segregation. This is some coon shit. Do you know why they had segregation? They had segregation because we would not be the niggas on the plantation anymore. You know what I'm saying? We refuse to be the white slave owner, and I should say ancestors, because all of us have white ancestors now. Niggas. Because we had black blood. They want us to be niggas on plantation. We said hell to no. We rebel against that. So when we had the 13 years after slavery ended, we were free. Then it came with the Ku Klux Klan, and you had the Birth of Nation movie later on, and then you had the Jim Crow laws and all that other stuff. And you got called Passing for White, the Imitation Life movie. Yeah. My grandparents on my dad's side raised me, so I remember watching the Imitation of Life, okay? And it was a part white, part Mexican woman that played Sarah Jane, okay? She wasn't part African American. She not to have Afro Mexican in her, but not Afro-Mexican. I mean Afro-American. Okay, she played the tragic mulatto Sarah Jane who wanted to pass for white. Okay, and leave her black mama back home, and she died, and what's the lady name? The gospel singer Mahalia Jackson was in that movie singing "Soon Will Be Done," "Trouble the World." Okay, when she was crying, "Mama, I killed my mama." Yeah, I remember that movie. Okay, she almost made one Academy Award, but anyway. So y'all talking about bringing segregation? Hell to no. I like that we're integrated. We're God's. All of us are God's children. Okay. And black Americans. That's why I hate the pure version of that, because we're not pure black. We're partially black. Um, we're not pure. Okay. We don't all look alike. We don't all have the same hair texture. We don't look like the Africans that came on the ship. Some of us do. I'm just saying, but not all of us collectively. We all have different hair textures, eye colors, skin tones. What the hell you're talking about going back to segregation for? Okay? And we are a human family. They did that segregation shit as a revenge on us for not being slaves, aka the niggas on the plantation, for fighting our freedom in the Civil War. Why would you want to go back to being sitting in the back of the bus? Rosa Parks did not protest for you to go back, sit in the back of the bus and say, I want to be treated less than human. Do you know the reason why they had the colorful, they treat, and then they had the black schools, the color schools, and let's even go there, speaking of mixed heritage. If you were the slave master's mixed child, they opened the HBU school, the black colleges for those mulatto kids. If you was too dark, or if you was pure African and just completely dark, you was not accepted until later on. Like, y'all are so ignorant. And there was a lot of colorism back in the day. Because my grandfather, who was on my dad's side, was dark skinned, he was darker than me. And he told me, he went to Fitz Wheatley High School in Houston, Texas, in Fifth Ward. The light-skinned kids was the favorite. And them teachers, because what they skin tone, because there was teachers like white folks who mixed with black, okay, and dark skin and caramel brown, okay, hair, different hair, because we all don't look alike. You used to look at them yearbooks of the color schools, you see all different ranges of us, okay. We don't all look like, like we just came out of Africa. Some of us do and some of us don't. Like it's a mixture, okay. This before integration became legal. The light-skinned kids were treated better than the dark-skinned. And my grandmother on my dad's side, she wasn't dark. She was how you say, mahogany complected. She had thin lips like a white woman. She was a couple shades darker than me. You know what I'm saying? And she, you know what I'm saying? Of course, she had a broad nose. But she told me, she said when she was a cheerleader, they didn't want dark chocolate girls to be cheerleaders. I'm not lying. And my grandma was not dark chocolate. Okay, so she was more brown tone. And she told me that. She said unless if you was petite, like a mala negra, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if you had them extreme black, big lips and features like Angie Stone, they wouldn't put you as a cheerleader. This is Fierce Wheatley color school, okay? And you was looking like Mariah Carey, you definitely became cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is some stuff y'all don't realize. The internalized racism they happened. That's why they had the white dog, the black, and the kids chose the white dog or the black dog. Y'all don't realize the internalization of that back in those days. And of course, I wasn't there, but my grandparents were, and my dad was there. Okay, and my mother was there, like, because they both were baby boomers. Okay, were 1950s. Like, you really don't understand that was not a good time. People was getting lynched right and left. We had our own businesses. Okay, and guess what? Them businesses also could practice colorism. If you was too dark, you couldn't be in the paperback. Like, y'all are so ignorant. The hair, if your hair was too nappy, kinky, I won't use the word nappy because that's a derogatory term, but if you had kinky hair, if you didn't put that perm in your head, you can go to somebody else's house. Like, y'all are really so dumb. No one talks about that. At the HBU colleges, if you was, they had the fraternity, sorority, they practice colorism too. Like, y'all are so really dumb. Then they had, the white schools had the best books, but the color schools had the bad books. Okay? The color hospitals did not have good functions, good materials in the hospital, but the white hospitals did. That's why Ike Turner was mad at Tina. I'm not defending him abusing Tina. He was on that cocaine. But y'all know the story of his dad. His dad was killed by was beat up by the Ku Klux Klan because the side piece, who was a sister, was messing with a Ku Klux Klan. Side people messing with us back in the day. It wasn't no full-blown white one, it was a sister girl. She was messing with a Klansman, and the Klansman didn't like that Ike Turner's dad was messing with his butt breaking. No, that's what's a ghetto gacker. His ghetto gacker, okay? He got mad, and his Klansmen beat Ike Turner's dad up till they put him in the color hospital. And he died in that color hospital because they did not have the proper procedure to keep him alive. Like, y'all really are that ignorant. You really are that ignorant. Do you have the funds to be segregated? That's one thing I want to ask you. Because it wasn't about economic default for people of African descent. Because we were not going to be slaves on plantation anymore. Go back to Africa. Okay, here we go, about to go back to Africa. Bullshit. You talking about Marcus Garvey who stole money? The W.E. Du Bois exposed? Shout out to W.E. Du Bois. Thank you. I'm a W.E. Du Bois fan. Okay? And Walter White, who was part of the NAACP. And this is we get the anti-immigrant situation going on. And no offense to people who are immigrants, but Marcus Garvey is from Jamaica. He came here a plan to mess us up. You can just tell. He worked with the Ku Klux Klan. He actually had a meeting with the Ku Klux Klan in Atlanta, Georgia, in June of 1922. It was 1922. Yeah, June 25th, 1922, right? was July 22 or June. One of those days. It was in 1922. Okay, and he thanked them for segregation, and he was plotting the Klansmen to cause more lynchings so people of African American descent can start hating white people. A lot of folks did not know that. Okay, and we don't need to go back to Africa. First of all, let's get this shit straight. Them kings and queens who owned slaves, who were African, didn't give a damn what happened to their slaves once they sold the slaves to white men, right? Those are our African ancestors. They sold our African ancestors to our white ancestors. They didn't give a fuck about who can get raped and lynched and beaten and mistreated. All they care about is that green paper money. They were greedy. Okay, and I'm saying all Africans like that. But when our ancestors who are African came here, they later on got mixed with white and native, and they made this country. The first person that got shot in the Revolutionary War against England in the United States was a what? A biracial, part black and Native American man, Crispin Attucks. This is why I celebrate 4th of July, because of him. It was other brothers who was in in the Revolutionary War fighting against England. Y'all don't know your stupid history. No, I'm not saying y'all stupid. I'm not calling history, but y'all stupid people don't know your history. You don't even know your history. Y'all just dumb. Then the reason why that folks want to go back second, I hear this from elders, because they don't like the fact that we're reforming ourselves after immigration happened. We're not practicing the slave mentality. We're not practicing the cradle barrel mentality anymore. Of course, it's still going on, but we start to be more educated. We start to be more enlightened. We start to, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like that because they were too busy doing the dumb shit back in Jim Crow days. Okay? They do their coon shit. I call it this, coon shit. They want to continue it to one of us die until Jesus comes or something like that. No, hell to no. We not continuing that shit. Let that stuff rest. Okay? The Little Rock Nine did not go through all that shit for you to say to go back to segregation. Okay? I went to white schools because they had better books and better advanced education compared to color schools. That was made by design. Okay? And then two, like I say, we're God's children. We should be integrated with everybody else. Every human being should be united. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying individualize, because you toxic people keep them ass away from you. You know what I'm saying? But you get my point. So Trump cannot legalize segregation. There's certain businesses that want to practice that. But doesn't mean that every business going to practice that. Hell to the fucking no. And my thing is, it's stupid as an entrepreneur. Why would you want to be segregated? Look at her. Okay, I'm going to use Tia Turner. She didn't make it here after Ike. She showed it. She went to a white country and she blew up again. That's right. And she had a fantastic life. And before she died, shout out to Miss Tina Turner. And she did the old Dusty Ike. Okay, when she tried to go back to her career by herself, she couldn't make it. And you had some crab barrel fake busts and sisters who didn't want her to make it when she left that old corrupt evil thing Ike. But she went to a white country. She went to her European roots, because she was European besides Native American and black. And she went to European and she blew up in Europe. And they loved her in Europe. If she would have stayed here in the United States, she'd been on welfare. She probably had her legs cut off from diabetes and all that, and heart disease, high blood pressure. Of course, she died, due to health issues, but she had a good life as an elderly woman, didn't she? When she turned 40, she had a beautiful life when she went to Europe. Okay? She didn't practice segregation. Okay? If she would have stayed here in America and did not do that European turn, she would have suffered and probably lost all her royalties and all that. It probably, I'm not making fun of the installment, but they could end up like her. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, y'all better count y'all blessings about integration. Integration is good that people. So when Martin King said that he brought his people in a burning house, do you know what that meant? Can you discern before you run your bitch ass mouth? That was the Johnson administration. Can I give you a secret about President Johnson? He was part of the Ku Klux Klan. Yes, he was. And I believe Nixon was too. Remember when Malcolm X made that joke chicken come home to roost when Kennedy got killed? You know why he made that joke? Because H.L. Hunt, who orchestrated the death of John F. Kennedy, was a Klansman. It wasn't an Italian mob that killed Kennedy. It was the Ku Klux Klan in Dallas that killed Kennedy because he was about to integrate society. And a lot of folks don't know, but before Michelle Obama became the first lady assistant, before it was actually Jackie Kennedy. She was mixed with black. Yes, Jackie Kennedy was mixed with black. She kept her black ancestry a secret. But when she was passing for white, she was here to help us get our privilege and everything, get our benefits, so we can be free like everybody else. She passed like Walter White did to help. Yes. And we said, well, when she said Martin King was a terrible man. Yes, after her husband died, the two Klansmen, the two Klansmen who worked for H.L. Hunt, Johnson and Nixon, went and consoled her and gave her some lies about Martin Luther King being messy. And that's when when she a widow, she still hurt by her husband's death. She just took whatever information she knew. You know how people, when they get hurt, can y'all think straight, please? Because that was the case. The Kennedy family would not be friends to this day. Idiots. Y'all get on my nerves with that shit. But no, I don't want to go back to no damn surrogate. Hell the fucking no. And then the reason why they want us to go back to some of the ones in our community, because they can control us and tell us what we cannot do, so they can beat our kids. I'm not a fan of corporate punishment. Remember I told you, I almost took my family to the cemetery. Okay, and look at me. And I didn't want to go to Huntsville in penitentiary and death row here in Texas. I didn't want to do that, so I did not do it. But they want to practice that slave mentality on our children. Okay. Nobody gonna beat my kid. You beat my kids, that's when I go to prison. My record claim ain't got a kids yet, but I'm saying if I did have two, y'all had a smile and mug shot too. I sure will. You ain't gonna beat my kids. Hell the fucking no. They want to go back what it was back in the day. No, we're going forward, baby. So it's people who are my generation X and younger, who've been doctored by those dumb elders who didn't like Martin Luther King's dream. Because remember, people don't understand, Martin King was not said by white people. He had people acting insane who was sellouts, who was in the civil rights, who was plotting against Martin King too. What's his name? Dick Gregory exposed Samuel Biddy Cowles. Okay, he was in that prostitute hotel with Martin King and what's his name? And Reverend Jackson, Jesse Jackson. And remember what Dick Gregory exposed when he said, I'll move away from the shots, talking about Biddy Cowles or Sam Cowles, whatever his name was. He was a preacher. He was wolf in sheep clothing. He was part of Said Martin Luther King. And shout out to black and Hispanic. He became a Satanist, talking about Sam Day Jr. Yeah, Sam Day Jr. Mom was Hispanic. She was Cuban. A lot of folks don't know to do your research. Her name was Avera Sanchez Davis. Who got Tupac on? Hold on, put my glasses on. But they sure playing Tupac over here. Yeah, just for Tupac. We know Diddy was behind that murder. We know Diddy was behind that murder. He was. Okay. But anyway, let's get to the subject. And Michelle A., our Creole sister. Yeah, she Creole. Michelle A. I'll be there for you. Anyway, so, baby, got shout out to our Creole people of every skin tone, hair texture. It's in my bloodline, too. Anyway, let's get to the subject, because my side family was ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed of that, baby. I'm glad I have Creole bloodline. Shoes. When people realize the Creoles of color in Louisiana who were free, who were not slaves during slavery, they were more educated and more wealthy than the white folks in the South. People actually, a Creole sister on TikTok exposed that I followed her, I forgot her name, and she said that the Creoles of color were more educated and wealthy than white folks in the South just doing slavery. They don't teach them about that in black history. They sure don't. They teach them our beat. That's a damn fucking lie. We have people that beat the slave master ass. Thank you. People need to talk about that. Okay, and so no, that's not. I'm for teaching critical race theory, but tell the truth. Not everybody was a victim. You had folks that beat the slave. Thank you. Okay, and resisted slavery and became free and stuff. Talk about what's that man name? Yeah, he mixed up black. I don't care. He passed his wife, but he had black ancestry besides Cherokee. What's his name? Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is me for black. It's also Beyonce long distance white, the long cousin on her white side family tree. Yeah, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, eighth grandmother, right? She was mulatto, and she had a white daddy, and she won her freedom and sued her master. Elizabeth something, I forgot her name. But she sued her master. See, they not gonna teach that in history. They'll teach everybody will be mistreated. No, not everybody will be mistreated and just like, no, please stop telling that damn lie. Get on my nerves. And you also have people acting and being slave owners too. See, they ain't gonna tell you that shit. Now tell the damn truth. Truth sets you free. Now let's get to the subject. I don't want to hear about it. I'm saying I used to hate that doing Black History Month. They talk about us being mistreated. Everybody was scared. No, we had folks that beat the ass, beat the slave master ass, won their freedom, got educated, had a business, they teach that part of history. Don't teach all of us about being damn victims. I hate that indoctrination trying to make us be damn victims. I hate that bullshit. Anyway, let's get to the subject. Trump is not going to get air segregation back legal again, you damn fools. And we know that Johnson fucked up integration. That's what Martin King was talking about. The Johnson administration was a plot to destroy our civil rights. That was the burning house. Please get that narrative. You know how people speak in code and dog whistle language? That's what he was talking about. Okay? And half y'all still go to integrated stores, malls, clubs, working integrated business. You over here talking about you want segregation back. We have our own business. As a person who have African American roots, and I sold stuff before, online in person, do you know who the main problem I have issues selling to? Other African American people. Yes. Who make sure I don't get nothing. They gonna tell me go get a job work for a white person. Oh yes, these are same brothers and sisters. See, so did you see why Tina Turner had to go out the country and make her own business? Yeah, shout out to Miss Tina. God rest her soul. I love Miss Tina. Okay, your own folks gonna make sure you don't get nothing. Okay, and I'm not defending that they made the Johnson administration allow certain foreign people, whether it be Asian, African, Hispanic, or Caribbean, to come into the African community and set businesses but not help the community. I'm not saying that. But do you see why that they was able to do that? Because other African people were not having their own businesses. It was not because segregation ended. Let me explain something to you. Because some of our people don't teach our children, especially our sons, to be entrepreneurs. You tell us to be workers, and tell us we're not going to do that. It's the way you teach the sister to be independent, and she become a business owner. But the bus cannot do that. It's the way how it's a slave trend. That's why I don't want us to go back to segregation, because within segregation is internalized racism. Exactly. It's the same people who whine about the racism going to internalize that shit to the children and blame white man for it because he created it. But you don't want continuation of it, so you don't. You stupid. You just guilty as he is. So no, and we'll end up killing each other like we do today. We end up having fights because that plantation Win Lynch letter is not going nowhere. Not everybody going. We see on here on YouTube. It's a Win Lynch letter between African and people against the sisters and the brothers. So how are we gonna come together and we got people being hostile and try and make it a green light to be hostile? Because you have same people mind by white supremacy, but they perpetrate the same behavior that a white supremacist would do to you. How we can come? That's not gonna happen. It's gonna be a civil war within our community. So until you fix that problem, and then you have some wealth behind your talking points, because how are we gonna segregate and you ain't got shit? That's what exactly what segregated meant. You got to have shit while you didn't. Let me explain, okay? Our white slave owner and other ancestors said, if you can't be the nigger in our country, even though it's not his, it's the American people country, but y'all don't talk about, then you don't get nothing here or go back to Africa. That's what they're saying. That's why me and them support the Back to Africa movement. Yes, the Ku Klux Klan support that bullshit. Nation Islam was getting paid by the Ku Klux Klan. H.L. Hunt, dollars. And Michael X exposed that. So you really are some dumb people to sit here and want us to go back to segregation, and then too, what you gonna teach in segregation? Some nigga shit. I did say that. Some coon shit. Some plantation shit. They're gonna keep us where we at mentally at the bottom. That's exactly trying to teach us. I know exactly what you're trying to do. You ain't trying to teach us to be advanced. At least when white folks did segregate, they teach their people to be advanced. Okay, they had a little classism, but they teach them to be advanced and have money, have jobs. You're not teaching that. We teaching to be ghetto-fied niggas and hood rats and thugs and be like a mission show in the 1930s. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? I said what I said. But you still going to integrated neighborhoods, going to integrated restaurants, working integrated businesses. And I did say works, have your own shit. And if you do, you integrate, I bet you treat your white customers before you treat your African. That's why even other, like Jessica Lair said she didn't want to support no black business. And I'm not saying that's because it's part of coonery, but what she also saying, and I have to agree with her, some of our own people who Ackerman said treat us disrespectful, but other groups, they treat them with respect. That coon plantation shit. Look at the Turkey Hut here in Houston. Turkey Hut had a big business until that fool Lynn, the light-skinned brother, fucked it up. The wife could not do it as a power couple. He started cheating on her, doing people wrong. Yes, now Turkey Hut is closed. And there was an African-American owned business. And I heard he was cheating on his wife and doing all type of stuff. And yeah, and doing his work wrong. And speaking of document immigrants, he had undocumented immigrants as slaves. I know somebody who told me this, who used to work, I can tell them, I ain't gonna mention their name, as slaves and treated Latino immigrants like crap. So did, and I'm put that on blast. No wonder they had no money buying no damn turkey legs at that place. No wonder, because I used to get mad at God, like, why I can't have the money to go buy that stuff? Because you don't know who owning it, what they doing behind closed doors with that money and how they treat their business. And you don't want to support that. Hello? Come on now. Come on. Now, turkey leg closed. Turkey leg closed. Closed on Alameda. No more. You better fix your own turkey legs in the home on your shit. We was happy to see turkey leg blooming. But when Lynn, the husband, that light-skinned brother, that nigga, I'm used to N-word because he wasn't acting good. He started fucking treat that sister, his wife, like crap, cheating on her, and I ain't trying to spill lies. Now, this is what I heard. I know it's true now. It wasn't all women he was cheating. Let me shut up. I ain't trying to be Wendy Williams up here, but that's what I heard. If it's not true, I apologize, okay? That's why I said to be self. I heard, so I'm not sure. But anyway, he cheated on somebody, whether it be with a thing, or with a Kit Kat, or with a pin, whatever, okay, or whatever these days, okay? And he was treating his workers like crap, and he had undocumented immigrants who had been Latino being mistreated by him, being massa. His massa ancestor came out, so did. The broke nigga and the white man, ratchet white man's answer, mixed blood came out. All of us are mixed, okay? Came out and mixed. Yeah, and now guess what? It fucked up the business, and he don't got no damn business. Said the wife got to do it by herself, but she's still healing from the abuse of his ass acting like Ike Turner, okay? And cheating and doing all type of stuff. You get my point? Imagine in segregation. That going on in turkey leg, but you can't get no damn turkey leg. You gotta go across to white neighborhood and try to get some turkey leg and try to cuss your ass out, call type of niggas. Okay. Hey, I tell it like it is. Turkey leg closed. I call it like it is. So did. Now I'm not to say. So therefore, my point is, we don't need to go back to no fucking segregation. Thank God for integration. We are humans, just like every other human. We are children of God. I mean, the cussing time, like I said, I'm just tired of y'all ratchet mouths. Talking about you thanking Trump to bring segregation. You are some dumb fools. You kicking Rosa Parks in the behind when you do that mess. You spitting on Rosa Parks' grave. You spitting on Martin King and Medgar Evers' grave and Walter White and who else? And W. You spitting on Harry Tubman. You spitting on what's his name? Booker T. Washington. And what's the other one name? Frederick Douglass. You're spitting on our ancestors' grave who fought for us to be free. Y'all are some slave-minded, plantation, cotton-picking people. We should divide within the slaves who love being slaves and the free people of color and runaway slaves like myself on the other end, baby. Because I'm a runaway slave and freeman. I ain't the house nigga or the field nigga, and I don't call myself a nigga. Trump is not going to bring sex. Shut up. It said federal contract being independent people who have federal contracts to own a business. He ain't going to do it all specter of other places. Y'all some dumb, oh, we want to be segregated so bad so we can support each other. Then next thing, if it happens, besides the Ku Klux Klan trying to attack you, you got Pookie and Ray Ray trying to attack your ass. You got the white Ku Klux Klan trying to call you a nigga. Then you got the fake brother down the street who said it crack looking like all pants sag gonna call you a nigga with a gun in your mouth, in your face. Thank you. You want a double-edged sword on your ass? Cause that's what that's gonna be. Okay, I'm telling you like it is. We are our own worst enemy. This dude all say that when upper friend female lover allegedly had to be messy up here. We heard about Gail and her was going against Kobe Bryant, and what did dude all say? We the worst. Yeah, before he said that, he said we coming for you. He said dog face bitch. Okay. That was funny. I was hoping I had to laugh. He called her a dog face bitch. Shoot. That was funny when he called up with a female friend, allegedly girlfriend, not girlfriend as in female friend, but we heard rumors they were lesbian. Have to be a little messy up here. Gail King, what type of a dog face bitch? She is a dog face bitch. And I would never apologize to her. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'll call Gail King to her face. She's a dog face bitch. All the time I was on her side when she was going against R. Kelly. But she is. Her and Oprah two-faced sellout bitches. See, and I don't want her on go to you be saying you have to go up business. And we heard all type of shit about Miss Oprah. She ain't the same like she was back in the day. We all loved her. She changed. She did Michael Jackson wrong. And yeah, we heard that she also allegedly sex trafficked them girls down there in Africa. You can't bash Michael Jackson talking about he a pedophile, but your ass got allegations of you sex trafficking in Africa. So, Miss Oprah Winfrey. Shoes. Then when you want to pay Taraji P. Henson for that messed up movie, other version of messed up version of Color Purple. I ain't get a chance to see her. See why? Yeah. Then you want to pay her money, paying Suge Avery. See? Yeah, y'all want that type of segregation, cause you gonna have both a double edged search. You gonna have white supremacists come after your ass. You got fake cool trash come at your ass too. Of every skin tone from the darkest to white past. Okay? Can't use the color or light skin dog. No, and brown. The coons come in all colors and hair textures, baby. Let's call it like it is. The cotton pickers come in all different hair textures, skin tones within our community. Can't look at someone's color. Oh, well, he light. He must be, oh, he dark. No. Look at the mindset and the actions. I'm telling like it is. Trump is not going to bring segregation back. Shut that bitch ass shit up. He said certain fair contract, which is cool in a way, because certain fair, they want my ass there, fuck them. I'm still my ass. I'm not going to support their business, which is stupid, because if you're an entrepreneur, you wouldn't give a damn about who come to your business. As long as you get that bread cost, the green dollar. The only color you worry about is green, baby. When you're an entrepreneur, you worry about green. You don't worry about color. You worry about the only color green to pay your bills, and thank you. So that's why, shoot, you integrate in business. The main color you worry about is the money paper green. Okay? Not no damn who what cut, and you don't want nobody segregating the business because you don't want to see that person just go find a business go and take your bitch ass out of my business. You don't like that person because, okay, I'm not going to change no tables for them. You don't like shit that, okay, then take your ass out. That's all I'll say if I had a business. For real, that's how you got to do it. We all human family, okay? And we mix with white. All y'all who anti-white in our community, sorry, we have drop of white blood too. So we mix with white too besides natives, okay? Not everything. We not no full blown Africans, so that's how we come in different skin tone, hair. Just out with that lie that we pure black. We are mixed black people. We are mixed race black people. Stop lying. If your bloodline is screwed up, that's why your ass here. Sorry, I'm in public. I mean, cuss so much. I'm always loud. We got kids out here because it's business over here. I'm outside. But let me tell you like this. In sex education, you learn the penis and vagina make a kid. Okay. All right. So if your ancestors of different colors did that, the birds and bees, and that made your parents to be here, then you are the product of your ancestors. So if your ancestors were different races, then that's what the hell you are. Even if you don't look like them, you still relate to them people that led your ass here. Okay, so don't come with that bullshit about this and that and all that. No, if the penis and vagina of your ancestors led your grandparents here, your parents, cousins, all that, and y'all come in different skin tones and hair to, you all don't look alike, okay? Then that's who the hell you are. You are the children of your ancestors. Just like I have African American, French, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, Native American. Those are my ancestors. That's why my ass here. So I am mixed, okay? And so are you. So you don't like it, then that's on your turn. But I'm my own damn person. And one thing, speaking of that stupid segregation bullshit, you want to practice collectivism, control us, and like we a bunch of robots. Hell no, I'm an individualistic person. I like my own shit. You don't like it, get out my face. That's how I do things, baby. You gonna tell me what I can't do based on some racial shit. Okay? I like to do things my way. So, I'm an individualistic person. You damn right. Fuck everybody else. I'm in a cuss, but God comes first. Ain't shouldn't be doing. But when it comes outside there, I come first and you come second. Okay? You gonna tell me what I can't do and try to No, baby, not up in here. Not when it come to me. All right? So no segregation. It's not coming back. Stop with that lie. Stop with that lie. That lie. You lying. And it said you spit on your ancestors' graves, our forefathers and foremothers who fought against racism. You spit on their grave when you say that bullshit. And time with a smile, with a cotton picking, biscuit eating, antibiotic pancake eating smile. Watermelon smile. Oh, I had to go there. Watermelon smile. You damn right I had to go there. Eating a watermelon with your watermelon smile. Okay? We're not going back no damn segregation. We're not going back. Okay? Y'all are some sellouts. You don't believe in freedom. I do. I believe in freedom that include individualistic freedom. Okay? Because I'm sorry, I ain't like you use no racial shit tell me what I can't do. My place is I make my own place, baby. Okay? Alright. Shoot. Alright, we out of here.